And there, now let me do this again here. Let's see. Copy. And then I go over here and go like this. And then go like this. Okay, that's the same as that one, but I didn't put the picture up. Okay, so it's all good. Okay, I'm figuring this out. I'm figuring. I'm getting the figuring. Oh, oh, look at there. Mercedes can't stay today at night, but she stopped and left a note, and that is awesome. And Janet Nash, hi. And then there's old Bootsy. You silly boy. Oh, my goodness. No hitting for dessert. Yeah. Oh, dessert. Okay. Secret Squirrel. And that's Amy. And Kathy Cowell. Pat Toodle from Canada. That's wonderful. So we have the UK, we have Canada, and there's Dana Izzo from Oklawaha. I always like to say that. That's not far from where I live here in Spring Hill. Oklawaha's not that far away, but we have a lot of Indian names in our rivers and in our cities, and Oklawaha is one of them. I think that sounds so pretty. There's Yolanda. Oh my gosh, Yolanda. I love that pillow. I love that pillow so much. I made a little video. If you all didn't see the little video I made of Yolanda's pillow, that pillow is absolutely amazing. And every time I look at it, I think I see more in it. It is beautiful. It's on my couch. And there's Dolores Morales, Deborah Brown. Oh my goodness. It is so good to see everybody. Hi, Gail. And so, Gail, I think I sent you a link. I hope I did. I sent you something. And, oh, my French knot video. My goodness, there's so many knots like the French knots that I'm learning. There's the, oh, I can't think of the names of them, of course, right now, but there's so many different knots that are just a little bit different. So, which makes me think no matter how you do your knot or how you wind your thread, you still got a knot and it's still a good knot. As long as it's a knot, it's not wrong. Not wrong. Yeah. Rebecca Clark. Oh my goodness. Oh, Brenda Simon. I think that sounds like a new name. I could be wrong though, because I don't see all the names every day. Every time I'm here, I don't see everybody that's on the chat because if I could have one eye down on what I'm doing and one eye up on the chat, it would be all good, but my eyes don't work that way. Yeah. It's so good to see everybody. Oh, from New Zealand, Sue. Hi, Sue from New Zealand. I just got a Happy Mail from New Zealand. In my Happy Mail was my little, look at this. Look at this, was in my Happy Mail from Dai from New Zealand. So I named him Kiwi. His name's Kiwi because he come from New Zealand. But watch this. You pull his tail, and look, it's a measuring tape. And then it just hangs there. You know how you get it? You get it back, you just push him in his little belly, and there his tail and the measuring tape went back. Isn't he cute? That's Kiwi. Hi, Kiwi. I love him so much. That was in my Happy Mail that came from New Zealand this today. Yeah. There's Jen Litt's creation. Is that Jennifer Litton? Hi. Hi, Jennifer Litton. That must be Jennifer Litton. I sent your package off this morning, so hopefully it doesn't take too long to get to you. And so, Rebecca Clark, you can still win again if you want to, because it'll be different stuff. Deborah Brown. Yes. Yeah, I think Kiwi is a perfect name. Seeing as he came from New Zealand, I think Kiwi's a perfect name for my little, my beautiful little unicorn tape measure. Yes. Oh, and Janet Nash, I saw the tag that you sent to Bootsy, and it is awesome. And then Bootsy did his best to make it. Okay, honey. Oh, and Gail says she doesn't have a link. And so I'm going to again, it should be there. Okay, I'm copying. And then I'll go over here to, I'm on Gail's thing here. And then I could control. Wait a minute. Yeah, that should be right. Enter. Why is it not? It's now it shows that I sent it 3 times. And it's in your chat 3 times. That's kind of weird. But see, it didn't show, it's not showing the picture of the duck. The quack quack duck. But it puts the https streamyard.com QSY34 WG whatever. Huh. I wonder why it's not. It shows on my end that I have sent it 3 times. I wonder why it's not. I wonder why it's not. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me click it this way. Okay, now I got it copied to clipboard. Okay, I did a different way now. A different way. And now, let me see. If I now put it in there. Did it the same way. So now it's showing that it's there 4 times scale. And I did the invite thing. Copy the clipboard. Gmail, email, messenger. Copy the clipboard, messenger. Let me go this other route. Here's one more route. Message, enter. Okay, here, let me put this. Let me do it this way. And then send. Okay, now let's see if it goes. That's another way. Please close this tab to, okay. And let's see if it went this time. Okay, I went another way. There's more than one way to skin this cat. Okay, well, we're not really going to skin a cat. Yeah, it's the 5th time was the charm. And Susie Ernst, yes. And let's see, Sue Brown. Let me see. Yeah, I was sending it to you, and it shows now 5 times that it went to you. But for some reason, it didn't show the little image on the first 4, but on the when I went the last time, it did. So, and there's Kathy Lake, Eugenia Osborne. Oh, I'm glad it's starting to look like spring there. We need spring, that's for sure. Hi, Jennifer Travis, Peppy Lady. Okay, there she.
Yep.
There she is. I
Hello,
think
everybody.
the whole family is here now. The whole family. Yeah, Deborah Brown. Let me see how many names I have forgotten or missed or jumped over or whatever. But it is good to see everybody here. Lottie Faith, hello, my dear
Thank you.
Lottie.
Sorry. Sorry. Sorry, Lizzie.
Sorry. Don't ever be sorry. We just hang out, we just hanging out. We're just hanging out. And then Clint is here, and we're going to be doing. Let's see, what time is it? Oh, it's definitely 7:33. And Samantha Owens. I don't know if we'll see my Jennifer and Jeffrey tonight here. Everybody who does any little praying, please, I ask for special prayer for them, especially Jeffrey right now. And he's going through some troubling times. And so, okay, so today I'm going to show you what we're going to do. We're going to do some slashing, but no throats will be involved. There will be no blood. So I'll show you what we're going to do. There's so many different things we can do with our slow stitching. Now, sometimes in our slow stitching, we might want to use the sewing machine for parts of it. We can't get totally away from the sewing machine because our sewing machines will feel sad. And so this is something we're going to do that is called slashing. Now I did this sewing with the sewing machine, although you can actually do this hand stitched. You can actually hand stitch this. But this one, just for speed, for speed, I use the sewing machine on that. So what I did here is I have 5 layers. Now you don't need to have 5. You can use less or you can use more. But what I did was I made 5 layers of fabric. This here piece of fabric is off of a old cloth napkin. It's cleaned up and everything. And then I put a layer of another fabric. And what you want is fabric that will fray. It looks best if it's frayed. Hi, Sharon. And then here, well, this is a batik. It doesn't fray as well as some. This is a cotton that, as you can see, it's already frayed. So then I put that one there. And then here's another piece of batik, just because I just love this batik. But it will fray as well. And then on the top, I put a piece of denim. You don't have to put denim, of course, on the top. Yeah, my ring is this is a ponytail holder, and then there's two little Suffolk puffs and a button that was made for me by Cordula, and she sent it to me. It's my jewelry, and so and you can put your pieces, like I don't have these. This one even had a little bit of edge of that napkin on there, but you don't have to have them all exactly the same. In fact, I like it if they're different, if they don't line up. Yes, Peppy lady, I have a slasher too, but I don't know where it is. I
Uh-oh.
don't, I don't know how come I lose things like that, but I do.
I don't
And
know. I do too, Lizzie.
and I always hang it up on my corkboard over there, but I guess I didn't. I guess not always. So that's what I do first is I just layer fabrics. Now and then when you layer your fabrics, they don't even have to be all big. You can layer pieces. You can put pieces of different fabrics in here. But then, yeah, a seam ripper will work too, Janice. Yes, if it's sharp enough and your fabric isn't too I don't know how well it'd go through denim, but so your bottom layer should always be a little bit heavier. Maybe I would maybe put this denim at the bottom and then put the lighter fabrics, and maybe I'd put this one at the top. And so you can layer them however. Now this one here, I already stitched. I stitched along, and I made all these rows of stitches. I am in love with my variegated thread, so I have all those colors. But I put my stitch lines about a half an inch apart. And like I say, you can use this. You can use your sewing machine, or you can just do a running stitch. And hi, able to rejoice. The artful dabber is here. Deborah Brown. Now I will just take my scissors because I don't know what I did with my slasher, but they have a slasher that it's almost like a large seam ripper. It's just like a seam ripper on steroids that you can just slash all the way up. Now on this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 layers. So like on this one, I only cut through the denim. On the next one, I cut through the denim and the next 2 layers. On this one, I cut through the denim in 1 layer, so that when you see underneath is a different fabric. So as you're slashing, you can slash all, well, of course, not the bottom one, but you can, because see, now that one opens to the bottom one, and this one opens to the next to the bottom one. And so then you just get your scissors. And usually if you just get your scissor in there, and you need a good sharp pointy scissor to get down in there, and just cut that. Now that one, it went under two layers. And then you go and you cut each one. And so I'm kind of just going under there and cutting. And so I don't know how deep I get in them. Oh, that one went that same way. And so let's see about this one. See where this one goes.
It's the same concept as reverse applique.
Oh,
you make a bunch of different layers of fabric, and then you have a design of some sort, and then you only cut out certain layers in certain places. That's how you do reverse applique.
Oh, I don't know. I'd have to look up reverse applique because now you've given me another something I have to look into. Reverse applique.
Sorry about that.
No, that's fine. That's fine because I love learning new things to do with fabric.
Right. Bootsy says and chenille. That's right too. Yeah, this is a lot like chenille.
Chenille is what I have heard this called.
Mm-hmm.
Is a chenille. And so, yeah, that's what I've heard this called. But now see.
I got to tell you what Larry Turner said. Larry Turner said, Tracy said, no TV tonight. Lizzie will be on. Go find something to do.
I just love Larry and Tracy. I just love them. And as you're cutting, then as you see, now I'll put this in the washing machine. I'll put this in the washing machine with a load of clothes, and it's going to really, really fray more. But yes, Sue, it is called it's called chenille. That's what we call it, is chenille. Now the thing is too, now I put all of these this way. I could have went like half of them this way, and I could have done the other half and stitched them this way. And then you have more of a it's almost like a patchwork kind of a thing. You can even go sideways. And then there is some, yes, and you have to clean the filter, Bootsy. Yes, when you put these kind of thing in the washing machine, it's best to put them like inside of a pillowcase. If you have like a little pillowcase. or even, anything, like you could even put small things inside of a sock and wash them and dry them that way. And then all of these frays will be trapped in the pillowcase or trapped in the socks, whatever that you put it in. And then that way you don't have them clogging up the filter in your dryer or washer. And so, but now the thing is too, like in our slow stitching, and we like different kind of flowers and things. After you do this, and I think I would, hi Teresa, see, little sister Spitfire. Good to see you. Thank you for coming by. And then let's see. And so there is, you can take this. Oh, and then also you can go, you can, oh, let's see, how would you can make your stitches almost like a checkerboard. So you got squares. Hi, Cardula. Look, I'm wearing your jewelry. Um, you can make like a checkerboard. Then you have these little square. I'll have to do that one day and show how pretty that is. So then you have like little squares, and then you cut diagonally on the square. And then you take and you kind of roll each side over and then couch each one of the sides that are rolled. And it almost looks like a little egg shape almost inside each square. And if you do that in each square, that is real pretty too. It's beautiful. So this is right here is just the basic kind of slashing. And so, but now I could take on this, I could like then I could go with, I could take a very pretty, if you were to do all of this in like greens and browns, like forest colors, and then you were to take on here and then do your slow stitching and go down here with, I love rickrack, that green rickrack for a stem, and then flowers and leaves, but this be the background. It is absolutely just beautiful. And so, and since slow stitching has no rules, we can use our imagination. And so if you Google or look, search in YouTube for anything that is fabric crafting, something like that, you will find the most awesome, or textile crafts. So many things will just jump out at you. And that's what I have been doing. And you can get kind of an idea of something to do, and you can take that kind of an idea, and then you can put your own. Hi, Angela Snyder. And Angela, I think I sent you a package off this morning, if I got your name right. If you didn't order, it got mailed off this morning. I got to list some more of them little boogers. And so hopefully tomorrow I'll have more lists, because they're all gone again. I list my kits and then they just go away, which is good for me. And it's fun putting them together. And so there I have the whole thing cut. Now, once I wash this, then Zena Piera, she says, hello, I'm a new subby sent by the Jersey Crafter. I love the Jersey Crafter. She is just, my goodness, she's my glue lady.
Yeah, and she always, the Jersey Crafter always, her and Janet both. Janet Nash in Great Britain, they both always make sure to mention that you're going to be on Monday night.
Yeah, that is so sweet of them. That is so sweet of them. And both of them, ladies, are just awesome. They're just awesome. I think the first thing that I learned from Laura at the Jersey Crafter is just glue. You know, she gave me permission.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, she doesn't know she gave me permission, but just glue things to a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be anything but paper glued to paper. And you know, and since she did that and the way she talked about it, it's just said, I said, you know, that's true. And sometimes I just will glue paper to paper, and then I've got backgrounds to do other things if I'm going to make cards or something. Now, on this other one that I did here, this one I left, I did only the one half of it that I did in the I just love to do this. It just feels really good. And I love texture. Okay, but then the bottom half or this side, um, I just slid it up this way with the scissors. So I've got kind of just a little flag thing going on down here. So
Mm-hmm.
now if I had a and put a little yo-yo up here, or maybe another one down here, and a little flower pot there. I just love my flowers. But now, another thing though is now once you have a piece like this, you can cut it apart and use just small pieces and just some small pieces. So if you let's see, here we go. I'm just cutting this in down here. You and when you have like a small piece, then there's different things you can do with that. You can maybe cut this into a circle, and then I got to really fray that very edge on there. Now it's kind of a widey piece, but and of course after it's washed, then now if you take this little round piece and hi Kendra Collins, it's good to see you, and take it and maybe like blanket stitch it all the way around, or so many things you can do with this. And even if you have uh, a yo-yo, put it on top, and so this is the background of your flower, then this is beautiful. Bootsy. Oh, Clint is asking Bootsy. Okay. And so that's another idea. But you like I say, you do not have to you know, you can make a large piece and get it all done up, and then figure out something from your large piece that you might want to continue adding to it to put in your journal. I have two journals already on my couch because they're just and they look beautiful. I got it up there with Yolanda's pillow. But so if I even just put a anything, gosh, just anything, the little pretty little things. Just like if I were to put like that there, and then, oh, I don't have my buttons right here. I love buttons too. If I have this here, and then I have a three buttons, I like threes or fives, and put like three buttons right here. Then, what time is it? Oh, I got a lot of time still. And then this is another beautiful addition that you can add to your, where in Sam Hill, oh, there's me a needle right there in front of my nose, front of my nose.
I got a question, Lizzie.
Yeah.
Since you've been using those needles that or I mean, you can thread them without, you know what I mean? What do they call them? They're not
Self-threading.
self-threading. Huh?
Yeah, self-threading needles.
Self-threading? Okay. Do you see any drawbacks from using those to do slow stitching or any kind of stitching for that matter?
Um,
I mean,
no, I do not actually. Um, the ones that I have, oh, they're in the other room. The ones that I have that you thread from the top,
mm-hmm.
you pull the thread down. Some threads, and it might be that I'm not doing it right. Some of the threads will like, oh, they kind of just a little bit shred as they're going in
I
to
was
that.
wondering about that.
They kind of, but then there are some that you can self thread from the side of the needle.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you go down the side of the needle and then the thread is up. Those are wonderful. Those are
But
wonderful.
did they make them so that you can put thicker fibers? I mean, like, embroidery floss
No,
and
that I don't know if they make them bigger. I don't know. The ones
okay,
that I
okay.
have are only for regular, sewing thread. So if they have them
Ah,
bigger, um, if they do have them bigger, I don't know, about,
okay. I couldn't
but
remember what you were using them for, the ones that you had. So, okay, gotcha.
yeah,
Thank you.
I use a lot of now. If I sew like this onto a now this one I probably wouldn't sew the very edge, but some of the things I will sew just along the very edge with just a little whip stitch. Then I use a very small needle and just lightweight cotton thread, and those needles then work wonderful for that. And
Mm-hmm.
I do like the fact that they are self-threading because they are I mean, the eyeballs start getting a little,
Yeah.
or a needle threader. Yes, Jennifer Litton uses a needle threader. And so sometimes
Talk
I can't.
about things that disappear. I have bought so many little needle threaders. Thank goodness they don't cost a whole lot. I am forever losing them. I cannot hang on to them for anything to save my
I
life.
I understand that totally. I kind of wonder how many needle threaders are down in the cushions of my chair. I I have just recently started sitting in my reclining chair a lot more to do my craft because I got to get the old feet up. And
Mm-hmm.
so I sit in my recliner, but I am getting it so set up around me that everything, like I have everything around me that I need. So I've got needles out there, scissors out there, threaders out there, everything, threads, everything. And so I need the same amount in this room and around my chair. And Alicia asked, "Do you use beeswax?" And I do use beeswax on some of my threads, and because some of my threads, and I find the real cotton threads. Um, oh, Eugenia safety pins one to her shirt because she loses everything, and so, but I use the wax on cotton thread is what I have the most problem with it knotting, getting knots in it when I'm when yeah, when I'm using the cotton thread. Another thing I've learned too is I have been putting too much thread on my needle. When I
Mm-hmm.
put my embroidery floss on a needle and I'm using floss, I if you run it through too many times, the floss will start getting fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
And so then it wants
Well,
to.
how long do you make yours?
So usually I don't get it more than maybe 24 inches of thread that I use. So I might do a little bit longer than that, but then I have
that's
it.
not what I do.
Yeah. But oh gosh, I've tried to use like get a yard of thread on there. And
Oh, yeah. That's a lot.
yeah, that's too much. And just so that I didn't have to keep threading my needle.
Right. Right.
So 1 minute, I'm going to be right back. I want to just get my something here, get my canvases.
Hope you feel better soon, Renee. Oh, when Lizzie gets back, we'll have to ask her if she heard about Arlene.
Oh,
Did you hear about Arlene?
yes, I did.
Yeah,
So,
everybody think good thoughts for Arlene, healing thoughts. She had a little tumble and I don't know if she broke her foot or leg, but she hurt it.
it just said she crushed it.
Crushed
So
it? Oh no. That doesn't sound
I'm
good.
assuming that she has one of the motorized.
And she
Real,
ran over her foot or something, didn't she?
yeah. So the
I didn't,
last I heard, she's in the hospital. I don't know.
no, they said I heard she got out. I heard she's home now.
Okay, good. So yes, good thoughts for her.
Yeah. Arlene, if you watch this in the replay or if you're watching but can't, chat, we're thinking of you.
Absolutely. We love her so much. She's so special. So, but like here now, I just want to show you my canvases that I've been working on.
Oh,
I got
cool.
three different canvases that I'm working on. So on this one, I've just done more French knots. I'm just filling this up with French, and that's my plan for this, is just fill the whole thing up with French knots. And so that's 2 flowers. It'll have all these French knots on it, and I just think it feels good. I put a button in the middle here because it needed something.
I love
This,
it. Oh, oh, I like this one.
and this one here, it's got, well, this is what I was doing last Monday is I was doing this with the yarn, and then I started going around it, and I wasn't really liking what was going around it, and I thought it just was looking too clumpy or something, which I shouldn't say that, but I put a button in the middle. I liked it after I put the button, but then I just started just back stitching. I just went around. When I run out of a piece of floss, I got another piece of a different color and just kept constantly and going over and under and around. And then I just got different colors of floss and I just started seed stitching. So each area has a different color of floss to do the seed stitching. And so, which is kind of neat. Again, that was my idea come um, from Zentangle, how we do a lot of the Zentangle art with ink and pencil, and here it's with thread, all of this.
I
And so,
like that.
and this is really neat too. This like I drew kind of like a leaf, but then using a satin stitch, I went with one color to do half the leaf, and then filled it with a second color. But as you're going and don't put your, like, make a long stitch and then a short stitch and then a longer one and a shorter one. But then when you're putting the second color in, just meet it, go back in that same hole that you ended this one on this side. And I think that looks real pretty. And I think if we did like flowers, like a flower on it or something, that that then make some green leaves, and then you can even do like 3 different colors. I mean, just really variegate, vary the colors, and I think it would be so pretty. But see, I'm just learning now, and so I really pretty much have this stitched as much as I can stitch, and then I have this much white around, and so now thinking about what I want to do on the edges. And after I started doing this, I was almost thinking that if I were to make enough of this to go around the whole thing, after it's all really, really, yeah, like a dream catcher, Janet. Yeah. And, hi, Erin. I didn't see you come in. Are you all moved in? I hope so. And so, but I thought something very fabricy around the edge that will go on both sides. And another idea I got. I should probably not tell you this idea, but I hope somebody will say that is awesome and I'm going to do it. Now
Oh,
this one I have did this one here. I did a ruler. I took a ruler and I went with my ruler and I made dots every half inch, half or
mhm.
whatever. And then took the ruler and went this way and made dots. And then I split it and made dots. So I had these dots that were kind of symmetrical there. And so then I just started doing different things using the dots as guides. And then I would just do different things with the embroidery floss. Now I filled in a lot of these blank spaces with seed stitch, but I think now I want to go with maybe some another stitch. Maybe I'll go on all of these empty ones with maybe like a French knot or something on there.
I
But
love it.
but I think this one it's turning out pretty. I do believe. But oh, what was I going to say? I was just going to say something else. I don't know. But there's so many things that we could do with the frames. I mean, as you can see, I don't do anything else in my house. Just I mean, if you have like a braid or something, anyway, anything just to cover. Oh, what I started saying, when you use a canvas like this, okay, you could make this into a secret diary. Secret. Nobody would know it was there. Nobody would know but you. It'd be your secret diary. So what you do is you flip it over and then you measure the inside. Now you make a journal that will fit, that will attach and fit right in here somehow. Well, it doesn't even have to attach, just fit in there. And then maybe you would have a way that you could maybe tie it, or maybe you'd have like an elastic that goes here to here, something that would hold it in there. And then you put your little hanger right here. Okay,
Hmm.
you put your little hanger there so you can hang it on the wall. And you got your secret diary in here. And Gail, what was that you were talking about last week? You mentioned that you had some canvases that were deeper. Did you say
Yeah,
that?
they're called gallery canvases. Somebody else reminded me of the name gallery. They're just thicker. I mean, they come in different thicknesses. They're just fancier looking, but yeah, that makes more room in on the backside.
So there'd be more room in here
Yeah,
inside to
right.
make your journal
Hmm.
thicker. And
Hmm.
that is what I want to do. I want to fix it to where you can have your secret recipes you don't want anybody to get into or whatever, and you
Yeah.
stick them right in there. And this can be a hangable journal, an art piece. And then, I mean, we get so many journals. I don't know if you guys have as many as I have. I have got a lot of journals. And but by putting one inside here, now you can start hanging them on the wall. The shelves are full. I'm getting mine on the couch. Now we can hang them on the wall. What do you think about that?
That'd
Yeah,
be great.
Sue Brown loves the secret journal idea. And then if you have $6, you don't want anybody to find it, it's big savings, put that in there. I mean, there is so many things you can use this space. We don't want any wasted space in our house. And so, and Yolanda thinks it looks Indian style. And yeah, okay,
Yeah, a few of us thought it looked sort of like a dream catcher.
yeah. Janet says, okay, Sue says she likes the white border. And I was thinking too with the white border, if you took the paint, um, and that is just like a white glittery paint, because I love glitter, and just go around and paint the whole border with that glittery thing. And I think that would be pretty. Now, wait a minute. I got to scoot back up here and see. Um, Okay, Janet said if you paint the sides black, the pic would pop. Secret journal is a great idea. Lizzie, you are full of great ideas. And you're right with the black. And I even have some black that is a color shift black. I've never used it on a canvas, but I've used it on like a ceramic thing. It's a color shift. That would be pretty too. I think I'm liking that idea, the black. So, but there's so many, and because we're just learning this stuff, we're just figuring it out. Ooh, there's Kathy Sevilla. And thank you so much. I know whatever you said is awesome.
Did you Sue A says she wanted to know what stitch it was that you used around the edges. Is it the running stitch or back stitch?
A back stitch. All of the stitching through here is all back stitch. And I just went haphazardly through the whole thing. Just with
Yeah, around
different,
the edges though. Yeah, is
yeah,
that's back stitch, isn't
it's
it?
all back
Yeah.
stitch. And all of the
Yeah.
stitches, because I'd go with one color and I would just start back stitching up and
You
down
just
and
went all
around.
over the place.
I went everywhere, which then that left a lot of empty spots there, and that's what I use, different colors to fill up the empty spots. Now Lynn M suggests stenciling the edging with paint, and that is another really good idea.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
And so stenciling, that's another idea. So I because I handled it a lot, I got to do something, because it's almost like I've got it. Not that I use dirty hands, but still, when you
Well,
have,
you have oil on your hands,
yeah. And
It's
so,
easy for it to get a little discolored.
but I am liking this. Is doing you know what? I did the leaves. Let's see. Jennifer asked if I did the leaves first. First, I had this center part, and then I did the leaves. And after I did the leaves, then I went with the back stitch. And like when I went here, then I just took the thread under where that leaf was and then come back over. So it looks like the stitch went right under the leaf. And so I think too that maybe if I went around the leaf with a back stitch and outlined it with I don't know, maybe a brown or something, and just outlined each one of them, I think I think I would like that look too if I did outline that stitch. And so, but boy, I am just loving my stitching. There's Don Brigman. Thank you for coming. And so I really, really, really love using the canvases. And I just found where I had probably 5 or 6 8, I think they're 8 by 8, or maybe they're 10 by 10. I had bought them when I was doing that pours. I was doing pours, and I bought them in bulk, and I still have a bunch of them. I just found them again the other day, and I said, "Oh, yep, I got more to play with." But
we have a new chatter named Kathy Sevilla, and she must only speak Spanish. She's from Guatemala in Central
oh, how
America. And she
wonderful!
said she loves what it was translated by Zena, and she said she loves watching your channel and you are the best.
Oh, thank you so much. And I'm glad we have somebody that can translate that too.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. Yes. And I know gracias. I do know that word.
Yeah.
So
Thank you. Yeah.
we thank you, Kathy, for being here. We say gracias to you. And so it is good to have people from everywhere. Something like this.
Oh, did I say the wrong country? I can't remember if I
Nicaragua.
said Nicaragua. I don't think that's what I said. I might have said something else.
Okay, it's
Sorry.
Nicaragua, she says.
Yes, I
So
see that.
now
Sorry.
this when if you're doing some of this kind of slashing and you want it to really fray, if you're using old fabric, like off of old clothing or something that's been well washed, it will look so much better. I think the older and the more loved the fabric is, the better it looks when it's finished, or when you call it finished. And so, but then these just are awesome. I mean, like I say, you can just go with so much on something like this. Just so many things. I love buttons. I love the yo-yos. I love the buttons. And so you can do a lot of those things. Let me show. I just keep having to jump up because my stuff is everywhere.
I still don't know how she can sit on that wood bench. That would kill my behind. Even with all my padding, it would not feel too good.
I hear that. I can sit on the bench, whatever. You're not padding. But now here's one of my pillows, my journal pillows. And so see, I already have them sitting on my couch because I think they look so pretty. I got Yolanda's pillow there, and but now see my. I will most likely put. I love my little lady with her arms. See, each one of these are slow stitching, every one different. But I got to put something under there. Like here's a page. I could maybe put this onto this page. Just this onto this page. And then, maybe maybe I will, hi Papa, my handsome man. You're going north. Okay. North to Alaska? It's cold there.
No, just to the next room.
Oh, the next room. Okay. I love you, Papa. I'll be in there after a while. And but see how that will look so pretty right there. That will look just so pretty right there. And I have the different layers. I have at different the different layers I have just different sizes. I don't have them all exactly the same. And so in what I put in the envelope today for the door prize too is the same fabrics I just used in these. And so that's the door prize. We'll get the same fabrics. But see now, if I take this and maybe just put a blanket stitch to hold that whole thing in there, I mean, even if I never did anything to this, but leave it like this. Oh, there's Junk Journal Market Lori B. Well, I'm glad that you lurk, but I'm glad that you said hello. It's good to know that you're here. But lurkers, or if you're sitting in the balcony, hey, that's fine. But But absolutely, this, we can do anything. If we put this here and then we could put this here and put this on top of here and then put a button on top of here. And because this is a pillow, and our pages is our stuffing for our pillow, then, oh, I got this page I can still put something on too. But my pages, it can work as just a pillow while until I pick it up to do some more on it. Because see, this is a couch pillow. A couch pillow. So if you're new here, this is just a great idea we've come up with for our fabric slow stitching journals. You can just put all your slow stitching into your pillow journal and then tie it shut. Everything stays right in there nice and tidy. Everything's in there nice and tidy. And you just put that on the pillow on your couch, and it's like a little throw pillow that you can read. So like inside of your pillows, usually you just have polyfill or something. Well, that's wasted space. I think having art inside your pillow is better. And I've got a third one that I'm going to start too. This is the first one. And so then this one, I've got her tied up just with one beautiful ribbon. But there she is. She's a pillow. But I have inside her I've got many things inside, different pages. I still have space to do more. But even when you're doing something like this, you don't have to worry about the thickness of your pages, and because it doesn't worry, if it won't get alligator mouthed because it's going to be rounded. The more you put inside, the rounder and puffier it will be. And look, I put beads in there. There's beads on here. This is beads and sequins on this piece. And there I put a little safety pin there just because it's beautiful. And you just never know. I might just decide to put something else on each one of these pages because I might just be looking through it one day when I'm just sitting around and I just want to look at stuff. It's sort of like your coffee table book, that you just can add things and add things and add things. You can just add them and make them better. This is another one of my double-sided. So there's flowers on this side, flowers on this side. And so I have a double-sided little page there. This is a double-sided page. So hi Lala Gamalori Way, and and the little gypsy and Cheryl. Did I see Cheryl was there? And so
Mhm.
good to see you all. And then here we are with, oops. Oh, there's some pieces. I've seen them before. I got to sew them in. But they're not sewed in yet, but they're going to stay in there. They're not going to get lost. And so, and then the prayer flag. I was going to talk about prayer flags too. And I think maybe I might make that for next Monday, that I might do that, unless I do it one day through the week. I don't know. But I never know what I'm going to do. I never know. But but see, you've got a book that you can just go through, and while you're sitting, and see here, these pages are all pinned in with safety pins. And so on the safety pins, I just tied some fibers to them. And I like having, you don't have a whole lot of words to read, but you got things to feel, things to feel.
Looks like
And
kids. I would think kids would really love that. You
yes,
know,
I do believe so too. I believe so too, that they would really love this. And here I made this. This was a page here, And then I have this piece that I'm working both sides. So I just pinned that onto this page. So it actually added another page. And I still can work on this. So I can put this book in my lap when I'm sitting in my lazy chair, and I can, with my needle and thread, I can add more. I can add more. Therapy for the hands, yes. We do have to, I have to have my hands busy. I've got to be doing something with my hands all the time. Oh,
Oh,
did
that's
I?
good too. Violet said she was thinking of a fiddle book for persons with Alzheimer's.
Absolutely. Oh, when it comes, and Lala says therapy for the soul, we all need that. And Whispering Cauldron is here. But yes, when I think about, yes, I'm thinking of a fiddle book for persons with Alzheimer's. Yes, Violet. I am I am a supporter, or Alzheimer's to me, any kind of dementia is my, oh, I don't know what you call it, but anything. I have so much respect for these people that have lived this wonderful life only to it be stricken with Alzheimer's or dementia late in life.
Mhm.
And it was
Excuse me.
horrible. It's horrible. But yes, a fidget, a book, and then, like, if you're doing a paper book, they might rip. They might rip the
Right.
page. But to have something like this, that you can, like, this tree here has got all kind of beads and sequins on it. They're tied on there good, so they're in good shape. I mean, but there is so much to feel, and
Mm-hmm.
with buttons on it, with the buttons and the puffs and everything. You are absolutely right. Boy, I wonder if something like this would be something to donate to a ALF, or a memory care unit that they could use
Mm-hmm.
as a coffee table book, because you could absolutely take this book and put it in the washing machine. I
Somebody
mean,
asked a while back, and it's gotten away from me. I forgot who asked, but they were wondering how you got all this done so fast. Well, one thing that person may not know is that book, at least, you did not make. Somebody made it for you, but you
yeah,
sure do get a lot of sewing done
I
fast.
have. I've done the pages. I had a
Right.
friend that actually made the book, and she also sent the pages along, but they weren't attached to the book. So she put the edges on, like this. She did that. She put a lot of the work on, like this lace. She put that, and so. But anything you see with color, I've put that on there.
It is
Everything.
amazing how much you get done every day.
It's, well, I guess I don't do anything else.
Oh, baloney.
And so I do get, I guess I do get a lot done. I don't give myself the credit, but I don't know, how long ago did I start doing slow stitching? I've been doing it a couple months anyway. And so, but as soon as I learn something new, I want to try it right away. I just want to try. And
Mm-hmm.
I want to try it right away. I don't finish one thing, because I, like, on this page I got space to put more things here. I could put maybe a flower here, and maybe put a little stem here with some leaves right there, and just make everything different. So, and ones are used as a lap quilt, as a fidgeter in nursing homes. That is good, Sharon. Just a lap quilt, or an apron that that ladies could wear, the apron that has little things, because I know when I was working with them, we did have aprons with pockets, but then things that were attached to the apron that could go into the pockets, and they loved to do that. Fidget cuffs are very popular at memory care units. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what a fidget cuff is. So that would be
Well, it'd be
something.
just a cuff they could put around the wrist, probably, right, Lala? Janet was wondering if there was batting in the pages.
No, the pages are just cotton, like a sheet, like sheet fabric from a sheet. Just white cotton is what these. But you can make them out. My next one that I'm going to put together is going to have not just white pages. It's going to have different colors, but I'm not going to put real busy colors. I'm going to put in more like background colors. And so when I add things, like if I were to add this on a page with background color, then this wouldn't be just stark white here. And so,
Sue, oh, sorry. I was
go
trying to
ahead.
slip in there.
Go
Sue
ahead.
A said, wanted to remind you, if for some reason you do decide to donate it to like a memory care unit, you want to take those safety pins out of there.
Oh, yes. Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
They would
I
take
could
those
see
off.
my mother would be taking it apart when,
Yeah.
when she was still able to.
Yeah. No, if I were to make one for a nursing home, it wouldn't be this one. It would be one that I know would be safe.
Right.
So, and
No,
I
I
work.
don't think you'd be giving that one away.
This one is gonna. This is my first one, so I'll probably keep.
Yeah, and since the cover, it was put together by someone else that gave it to you,
Yeah,
it's too
I don't
it's
be keeping this one.
beautiful.
But I would make the if I make one to donate, which I would donate it to the place that I worked at for years,
Right.
and it would be more um plain, not plain like boring plain, but not so many things like this they could pull off and put it in their mouth or
Mm-hmm.
something, and that wouldn't be good. I would have to keep all of that in mind when I was putting one together. But and buttons would have to be sewn on very nice and tight and that kind of thing. And but I'm telling you, I'll have to take pictures of my couch one day and just post them on the chat, because I mean on the group, because it's just turning out. My couch is looking so pretty. I don't want anybody to touch my couch. Stay off my couch, y'all. It's just there for looks now. And so it's 8:30 now, and
Yep.
so we've done our hour, and we are a 1 hour streamer on Monday night. And so I have got some fabrics in this envelope, and they are the same fabrics that I used for this tonight. It's not thick enough, so I can add some more, but it's got these 5 pieces in here. So, and if you want to do the same thing, but I'll add a couple other little pieces in here too, because it's not that thick that I can't. So, so, oh, and Sue, yes, from New Zealand. Yes, we done talked about that. Okay, I thought there was another New Zealand pretty, New Zealand cuts. Oh goodness, I can't even talk. Okay,
We knew what you meant.
you knew what yes. Okay, there are so many organized looks for sewing items. Our quilting group did a pillowcases for holidays. Oh, organizations that are look for sewing items.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Peppy lady, you made Christmas pillowcases. That is really a good idea. And so a lot of the places that, like where I worked, everybody had their own
Yeah.
bedding, and
Right.
so to give them a pillowcase would be amazing. That would be wonderful. And Yolanda says anything would be a blessing. Thank you, Laura Kai. Thank you so much. And good night, Janet. Thanks for hanging out with us. We know it's in the middle of the night over in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, next week she changes her time, so it'll be an hour later again, I believe. So
Uh,
we'll probably won't see her for until time changes again.
Yes. Gosh, I hope you all are working on slow stitching projects, because I I know myself that it's beautiful. It's just so calming. It's just it just warms your heart. It just feels good to do this. It
Mhm.
just feels good. And you can
I'm
do it
working on my apron.
very good. Yep, I'm working on my apron too. I got my apron
Oh
going.
yeah.
And
Okay. While you hold that thought, Lizzie. You can
okay,
keep talking in just a minute. Let me just get them ready. Don't post any numbers yet. Wait till I type go in chat. And only one number between 1 and 120 one time. It's the first person who gets closest to the number that'll be generated after we end it. I'll give you about a minute or a little more. So everybody get ready. I'm going to type go in chat. Okay, everybody can start posting their numbers.
okay. Ooh, what did I do with my phone?
Just one number, one time,
Yeah, post
between
a
1 and 120. Ooh, what's that, Lizzie?
Just a minute. I just went to go get my phone.
Oh, okay.
My phone. Okay, got my phone. I'm turning around and I'm coming back. Coming back. I'm coming
I
back.
just wondered what that was on your desk.
Okay, was sent to me. This was sent to me by Dai from New Zealand,
Oh,
and
cool.
it's like I can wear it around my neck. It's like a little cloth,
Mhm.
like a little scarf. But what the reason I have it out right now is because I need to know what this kind. Let me see. Where did I put? She also sent me a few pieces. Where did I put the box? Jeez, Elizabeth Marie. Um, I need to know what this kind of lace is called. What this kind of yarn.
Yarn?
Yeah, it's
I can't
yarn.
see it. I can't see it
Okay,
close
just a minute
enough.
here. I'm getting a piece right here.
Oh, okay. It's
Okay,
pretty.
this.
Oh, something different.
Now, a lot of us use this
Oh,
in our
oh,
craft.
I've had some of that, but I don't
A
know what it's
lot of
called
us use
either. All
this.
right, everybody got their numbers in. I'm going to say stop here pretty soon.
Oh, Terry White says it's sachet yarn because that
Sachet.
is used to make this. And I wanted to
Okay.
find out what, because I think I know how to make it. I think I know how it would go. And I think I would just take one edge and single crochet it all together,
Hmm.
and I would end up with this. And so I want to try that. But I didn't know what this was called to be able to search for it on Amazon or whatever. So, but now this silver on the edge, that is so pretty. That is so pretty.
Mhm.
That silver on the edge. Now,
Oh,
usually
now
the
I
ones,
see it like that. Okay.
yeah.
All right, we're done.
Oh,
We're done posting numbers, Lizzie.
okay, well, I'm still running my mouth though.
Well, you can do that if you want.
And Violet says, yes, that is how it's done. Oh, I figured it out. Oh my gosh, I
Yay.
figured it out. I want to do it. So I guess one skein of yarn would probably you'd need a whole one for to do this. But I think it's beautiful. And then when it's around your neck, it's so pretty.
And and it's the perfect color for you.
Absolutely, it's the perfect color. Okay, Sasha, it's called, or sachet, it's called.
Yes,
I'm getting
sachet.
different spellings, but yes, I know basically what to look up then to find it, because I need to get me a skein just so I can. And if I find that it's easy enough to make, I am going to make me one. Oops, I got to turn the phone on, and I go like this. No, I don't want to play the game. Go away. I love this game that I play. I'm hooked on it. Okay. Oh, no, 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 go away. Okay, now. Please pick a number between 1 and 120. 33.
Okay, 33. Well, right away I see somebody with 32.
Oh.
I forget how to say it. Adil Smith has 32, but let's look and see if anybody got 33. Ah, Tracy Turner.
Tracy Turner has 33.
She sure does. She's the first one I see with it. Yep. Yep. Congrats,
Okay.
Tracy.
Tracy, I definitely already have your address. And so, yep, I've got her address, so you don't have to worry about sending it to me. I have it. And yep, you will get this, and then you can do your slashing. Don't slash Larry though, just slash the front. Larry doesn't need to be slashed, not yet anyway. And so, but I think
he says, you know what he says? Larry says, great, more crafting stuff.
Yeah. Oh, but you can never have too much. And I don't think you can never have enough.
That's right.
Because there's always one little thing that you see, like I need this yarn. See? And I got plenty of stuff, but now I need this sachet yarn. I need to get that.
It's been around for quite a while.
I know it has been, and we have used a lot of this in just our crafting. But until I saw this, and I could recognize, then I said,
never knew what to use it for.
Well, this is pretty. This is beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
This is gorgeous. And so if you're going out like for a dress up, if you had something like Christmas time and you can have just a plain sweater on and put this on as like a collar around.
Right.
And how dressy you would be. That would be like, we really want to be dressy, right?
Not right now.
Yeah, I don't go for all that dressy. My dressy is just like right now, and nothing I have on matches.
Lala says I need to own a Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, right. Yes. Okay. Now Sharon can't wait to do slashing. Never seen it before. Thank you for teaching me. You're a great teacher. Thank you for saying that. I don't feel like I'm a teacher, but I like to show people what I have learned and what I do.
Is that the official name for that? Oh, sorry, Lizzie. I interrupted you.
Yes, this is what it's called, is slashing.
That's what it's called. Okay.
Yeah. And now although some people will call this like chenille, making chenille or chenille process or something. But yes, if you look up slashing, you will find a lot of this. And they have a slashing tool that you can actually go through and slash these. Aaron just threw a bunch of, what did you throw away, Aaron? You mean this here? Aaron Morrison? Oh, man, Morrison. Go stand in the corner of your new house. You got a new house, so I'm sure there's plenty of corners.
I couldn't bring myself to throw stuff away like that.
Yeah, Lala says, Aaron, you brat. Oh, goodness. So I'm going to find us something here to listen to. Okay, here we say. Now, this is a book that is You Are Stronger Than You Know, words of hope and encouragement for someone living with a chronic illness. I found out, too, when I read from something like this, I need to always give the author. And I do in my books by Helen Steiner Rice. I always use the author. And then in my Heart Thoughts books, it's Louise Hay, as I always, but now this book, it really doesn't have an author. It says Blue Mountain Arts, and it really doesn't have an author because it's got different writers in it. And so, but I do read who wrote each thing that I read. But I just learned that when you do read something from a book, you need to give credit to the author. And so, but I do
Mhm.
that, so it's good. Okay, take a deep breath. Close your eyes, count to 10, and imagine better days. Imagine your life without so many problems. Picture reaching that point of absolute peace. Erase all your thoughts. Empty your mind completely. Take a deep breath and know nothing is as bad as it seems. Don't let your current situation trick you into believing that it will be this way forever. As surely as the sun rises, you will have a new day. You just have to be patient and focus, not on what you see, but what you will soon see. Believe that better times will arrive. Believe that you will overcome what seemed to first be so insurmountable. Just take a deep breath. And that was written by Jessica Luckett. And with that, you know what, Lori, Lala Gamma Lori Wade? I'm hoping that your hubster had a good result on his test today. He had a
Mhm.
special test done today, and we are hoping that everything went well with that test. Good results we always look for. So there's always good days ahead. Always good days ahead. Okay, thank you everybody for coming so much. Thank you, Gail, for helping. You are
You're
we're
welcome.
getting we're getting this we're getting this did. We're doing good.
Yeah.
And so so I ask God to watch over each and every one of you, every step you take, every move you make, and bring you back safely and sound and happy and safe and healthy to the next video. God bless you all and good night. God bless and good night. And here's the mouse. Love you guys, everyone.